Did you know it's possible to never buy mulch again? I'm going to show you what to look for and how to find free mulch. Starbucks in the trash can. There's clearly defined borders between different landscapes. So you have rocks, pine straw, and grass right here. All of the landscaping plants right here are very smoothly trimmed. They don't have little wild offshoots. It's very clear cut. Even this one here, it's very smooth. You can tell that someone has been here maintaining this. The brick border, dead giveaway, there's ground mulch. All these are good indicators that someone comes in here and maintains this, and that material is typically trucked away or thrown away. Here we have some pine straw that's still left on the plant, so you can tell that someone's been here really recently, at least putting a pine straw layer down, so you can start to get indications of the timing of the maintenance as well, and then that'll help you more easily come in and ask questions at the right time so you can come in and get plant material. Another good sign to look for is butterflies or any insects, because if you don't see any of that, there might be spray on these, and this might not be plant material that you want to keep. These are all things you can look for and you can start to pick up on, and then you can go and talk to somebody, maybe a maintenance person, and ask them, hey, when is this stuff getting trimmed? When is it getting tidied up? Can I help? And I promise you, they're not going to have a problem with you taking away the burden that they're going to have to clean up. If you just go clean it up, you'll have all this free material. Find where the material is being dropped. Once you've collected those materials, you'll bring them back to your site and drop them where you want to concentrate your efforts. You can leave it something like this where it's going to be a rough mulch, or you can compost it. So when you're looking for material like this to gather, you want to search for the commons. These are your public parks, your community areas, places where everyone is going to gather, and it gets cleaned up and people like it to look a certain way. Usually parks are designed to be very open, so you can come to the edge of it and you can see all the way through. In order to have that desired effect and function, a lot of trimming of the trees and shrubs needs to happen. So it's a perfect opportunity if that material is not being used on site and they need to take it away. If it becomes an issue for the people maintaining that area, you can have that resource. Find who's in charge or somebody with authority and ask. And that's your start. If you don't have any other resource, if you don't have ground cover, that's a place where you can start to gather material. So this long shoot, you have a pretty defined height of the bush or the shrub, and there is something sticking out. What's going to happen during maintenance is someone comes in and they cut that off. This is what we're asking to take away. We're not taking away the ground mulch that someone has taken the time to leave. We're taking away the thing that is a waste product, that is a burden to them. And if this is your own shrub, you can chop that, tidy it up, and then that goes straight down, and that's your free ground mulch. You can get really creative on what can be used for a ground mulch. You can start thinking of all the different waste products. They don't even have to be plant material. You can use old t-shirts that have been discarded. If you want to, you can be choosy about what type of fabrics you use, but anything that's going to cover the ground and lessen the effect of heat, the sun hitting the ground and causing evaporation, heating that ground up, drying the soil out. No bugs, no beneficial bacteria want to live in a soil that's too hot, that's not retaining moisture. Even in some cases, you can put down just sheets of plywood. But you can start to experiment on a small scale on your own land and just start thinking about the effect I want is to retain moisture, maybe lessen the effects of wind, and lessen the effects of heat stress from the sun. You don't have to be secretive or sneaky. You can just be honest and say, hey, I'm looking for some organic material that I can use as a ground mulch because I don't want to water my garden that much. It can be that simple.